Hey everyone, so I'm going to not talk too much in the beginning, but I do want to let you know I'm going to go through Jimi Thing today, and we're going to go through all the basic parts of it, but also want to add in a little jam that he does on the listener supported video. And I know you can find the audio of it on YouTube. I'm not sure if you can find the video because of copyright stuff, because it was on the listener supported DVD. But anyways, I want to touch on that because it's a really cool, really fun jam that I want to show you guys. So anyways, we'll just get right into it. So we've got this verse intro, and it's going to be the same thing for the verse. So we're going to start off going. So what I'm doing right there is pressing my forefinger on the 7th fret on the E, the A, and the D string, even though you're not really going to use the D string. I just tend to flatten that one out as well. You're going to hammer on with your ring finger or your pinky. I do it with my ring finger because it's just easier that way to me. So you're going to hammer on, and you'll go hit the A string. So, and then you'll put your ring finger back on that 9th fret on the E string. Not hammering, just putting it on there. We're going to come over here. We're going to do the same thing we were doing down here, but we're going to be on the 9th fret, the A, the D, and the G string. We're going to hammer on again, but we're going to be hammering on the A string, 11th fret. And we're going to do it again on the D string. And then I just slide down right there on the A string to the 3rd, and you're going to come down here and make an A shape. So you're going to, I flatten out. This is how I do the A. You can do it this way too if you want. But I always flatten out my finger across the D, G, and the B strings on the 2nd fret. And that's just that, you just hit that once. Just. For that little chord right there, we're going to be on the D string 7th fret. We're going to be on the G string 6th fret. We're just going to hammer our ring finger on right there onto that 7th fret on that G string. And make sure you're hitting that open A string as well. So slowly, all of that. That's the intro and the entire verse all the way through the song. And so we'll move on to the chorus, three different pretty simple chords right here. We're going to go from just your standard D. We're going to be on the 2nd fret, the G and the E string. We're going to pull our ring finger up here on the B string to the 3rd fret, to an F. And we'll be on the E string 1st fret, and then we'll have ring finger and pinky here on the A and the D string 3rd fret. We're going to pull our middle finger right down here on the G string 2nd fret. Come back to a D again. We're going to pull it up to a C this time. There's a C. We're on the 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret D string. We're here on the 1st fret B string. And we're going to hammer on with our pinky onto that D string on the 3rd fret. So all that together. Okay, so that's, if you could keep me floating just for a while till I get to the end of this tunnel, Jimmy, if you could keep me floating. And that is the chorus right there, or basically pre-chorus, I guess. I guess it's chorus. This little post-chorus right here is going to go. So that right there we have our forefinger on the E string, 8th fret. We have our middle finger here on the G string, 9th fret. We're going to bring our ring finger over here to the D string on the 10th fret. And we're just going to slide these two fingers, going to stay on the E and the G, and we'll be on the 7th fret, E and G, right there. And then we're going to come down here, and we'll go on the E string with the 3rd fret, and the G string, 4th fret, okay? So the strumming on that is kind of interesting. So we're going to go down, up, down. You're going to hit this top string and then strum the chord. And then same thing here on the 3rd and the 4th, top string. All right, and that's going to come straight off of that chorus. Hit this D here. All right, and then we're going to come down here to that. We're going to start off with an A. We're going to be doing, so we'll start off with an A right there across the D, G, and B strings on the 2nd fret. And then we'll come up here with our middle finger to the 3rd fret E string, and then 2nd fret E string with your forefinger. And then this little chord right here, we're just going to be forefinger A string, pinky D string, and we're going to be on the 2nd and 4th frets. So we'll go. And so strumming down and then up. And then down on that one, and then down. All right. And then when he says, I shouldn't care, bereaved as I'm feeling. So when he says, I shouldn't care, just have an E minor chord right here. We're going to be on the 2nd fret, A and D string. We have our forefinger over here on the 1st fret, G string. We're going to stretch our pinky right over here to the 4th fret, E string. So I shouldn't care, bereaved as I'm feeling. And then you stop right there. The first couple of times he goes right back into the verse. But right before, I think it's the 3rd time they go through the verse, it goes into Boyd Tinsley's jam on the violin. And so he goes, bereaved as I'm feeling, 2, 3, 4. And all that is we're going to be an E chord right here with our middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret, ring finger here on the D string, 2nd fret, and then we're just going to come down, keeping that same shape right there, just coming down one string to the D and the G. And you can really hear this jam really well on the Dave and Tim Live at Luther College, where he's just sitting there while Tim's doing his thing. So so that is pretty much it right there for the song. Now the jam that I was talking about when I started this video, it's on listener supported, and like I said, it's just a really cool, really fun jam to play. They used to play it in the 90s all the time, and they don't really do it anymore. But so we're gonna start off when Leroy Moore is doing kind of a sax solo. All you're hearing Dave do is so all that is right there is I have my forefinger on the 2nd fret, and we're basically just going to be kind of making like a G type shape right here. And this is going to be top string open, and then we're going to slide up, just a little power chord right here on the 5th and the 7th frets, A, D, and G string. And then we're just gonna go up. Just same shape, just going up a string to E, A, D. And it's just muting right there. Alright, and then the really, once it gets into Dave Matthews' part, he's just kind of, he messes around with a few of these different chords, and I'll kind of go through them. He just kind of improvises as he goes, so. So, sorry, my throat's a little dry. Like I said, I was just kind of going all over the place with a bunch of the different chords that he does during that. I know a lot of that really didn't make sense, but if you listen to that, I haven't listened to it enough lately to really remember exactly how he does all that. But I want to go through this to give you an idea of those chords that he's playing right in through there. So, kind of going back to that, that's what we did earlier. He's basically just has that little G shape right there on the 3rd and 2nd fret, and just pulls off, and then comes up here and just does these little walks. We're literally just on the E and the A, and we're going 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. Another time he walks up down here on the D string from 12, 13, 14. And then he goes back to this chord shape a lot. And you can see this in Anyone Seen the Bridge. He plays this chord. It's you're going to be on the A string, D string on the 12th fret. We're going to have our forefinger on the 11th fret on the D string. And he brings that down to the 9th fret. He keeps that same shape. 9th fret, 7th fret. When we're getting these really high little, I'm just pressing down on the 12th fret and the 9th fret. He does it a little there too on the G, the B, and the E strings. And just slides down. Messes with a lot of octaves up here, always on the A and the G strings. Time's running out. I hate to cut this short, but hopefully that helped you guys out, and thanks for watching.